I was simply watching crusty crab burgers, non-stop eating during the breakfast times before I went to school. Now it's university, feeling a bit cool, like the summer album from G.O.O.D. Now I wasn't listening to that. I moved away from the MP3.
Why?
Now I'm on my Samsung. The phone now advanced.
Why?
Technology now higher. My life enhanced.
What?
Or was it not? Should I become more of a Neanderthal? Couldn't strike the balance. Felt like I had a challenge for y'all. Can you find the right optimum?
What?
Didn't feel like Optimus Prime at all. Felt like I was in some sort of consortium.
Why?
Because I was part of a museum, an artwork, lost in translation. Couldn't know how my heart works until I consulted my doctor. I could have asked William for something that was a bit more proper. But why would you trust someone who had a poor diet and he's doing things in his work to make people more compliant to how the theory's meant to work if you want to have a healthy lifestyle? It also includes social well-being as well. Didn't you know it ain't about learning constantly at the desk? Felt like you were growing an extra piece of flesh, just like shin guards. I didn't wear that at all every time I played soccer, so that's why I play extra hard. But lecture smart, felt like I had to give you more information. All came in the form of a burger. Everybody be dilating their eyelids. Felt like I had to give my wife 9 kids, cause I'm so nice at that. Less plastic, I read the latest text. I was the latest to be next on her bitch, and you know that I had a fret to get rid of. Had more midwives than you could have thought of. In other words, I had this all locked up in my bank account. Went to Macquarie just for a visit. Thanks for the amount. By the way, it was corrupt, but I don't really care. I locked it up in a secret account so I could share my earnings with my homies. We're talking about the ghetto, and I'm talking about things that you couldn't even let through. I'm not that ethical. I used to care about career development. Now I'm on a different path. Make sure I engineer a new sort of facility for y'all to feel better. This instrumental is so flattering. I felt like I was wetter than the average monsoon season in Vietnam. By Nakotakagyo, I know I've been so far. Riding less Honda, been driving inspiration. I should leave now in the sweat, full perspiration.
Full perspiration when I be eating that burger. I go up to fast food chains, but I don't put it in order. Just so that I can waste their time, I ask for a glass of water. When I get it in the face, I went up and spilled it over your daughter. For no reason, that's what I do at the Krusty Krab. Whenever I go there, I don't want none of that. I don't eat fast food and I don't eat no junk. Because if you eat too much junk, there's way too much of a trunk in your asshole. You better be careful of your man named Castro. I'm the type of person to sniff out a whole nostril. Lots of coke up there every time I go in the brothel. I read an article about brothels being closed down. People want to come up to me and strip off their clothes now. So illegal prostitution gangs. I'll be part of that just so that I can whip my thing in front of y'all every time I'm like plankton. Every time I'm lifting up a burger, you know that it's hurting because there's way too many calories. I'm gonna need a deficit. And if you ever come up to me, I say no and make it explicit. Ooh.